Hi guys, it's Christmas and it is the end of M61, so that could only mean one thing. Yes, it is grading time. And yes, now I will say that we are going to have a mix of grades here. We are actually going to have some pretty good grades because some of the stuff that has come this month I do actually quite like, and some of it has been sort of like meh, and some of it's just been damn right, you know what the hell is this? So, but I'm sure you're going to know what it is. But it is Christmas time, so we're going to try and be fair in the spirit of the time of year. So I hope you're all enjoying your Christmas so far. Obviously, I recorded this one literally, I mean, if the clock comes up, 1940. So we've got, yeah, it's Christmas Eve still. Santa's not been yet. So kids are really looking forward to it. Yeah, to me, at the minute, it's just another day. As long as my kids are happy, that's all I'm bothered about. But anyway, let's crack on with this. So, what we got this month, we got two new officers in the form of Riker and Troy. We got wave defenses. We got... oh, trying to remember everything that we got this month. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, but we will have a quick look at the patch notes, and we will go through it from there. So why don't we actually jump over to the patch notes and let's actually start with them. Okay, so here we are in the patch notes, as you can see, written by Gabriel on the 5th of December. And let's have a quick look at what we got this month. So, So basically then we got the new Faction 31 faction store, which we will have a quick look at. We got the wave defense, which includes the new build in the facade. We got the new mini simulator, and we obviously got new officers. So that's pretty much what we actually got this month. So, yep, starting off with the facade then. Nice little building. Can't complain too much on it, but it does actually give you the bonuses for the wave defense. We will look at that in game and give it an overall grade as part of the wave defense feature. Obviously, these are the bonuses that you actually get as well. I'm literally going to try and make this as fast as possible. We also got a new fleet commander in the form of Sloan. Yeah, I don't quite really know what to make of him, in all honesty. Yeah, it's not one that I'm actively going to chase, but he's there. So we've got some combat buffs related to cargo and ISO defense, some mechanical stuff, which is forbidden tech, shield health and hull health, and some escapist stuff, which is protected cargo, warp speed bonuses, and reputation gains. So that's not particularly too bad. He does have a lot of value. As I said, the two officers, Riker as well, with his abilities of increasing your ship's impulse speed and then increasing the critical hit chances as well. Troy with the ability to reduce opponents' shield health and increase critical damage as well. So that was it. Also, we've got a couple of new skins as well, which look pretty decent. I really do like the Defiant one and the Talios one. Yeah, okay, the buff is actually pretty good, so it's definitely worth looking at. But obviously we will look at these, and obviously new primes. Well, yeah, they're paid features. That, to be perfectly honest, right, 400% on what we've already been getting in the game is pretty much now. It's not really worth that much, in all honesty. Delta Spike obviously increasing the artifact rolls of both the common and rare anomalies refines. So I do actually like that as well. We've also had these buff events as well. We've currently got one running as well, so we'll have a quick look at these as well. We've had we've had Armada hunting, we've had mining, and we've currently got hostile killing. So that's fine. And like I said, there's battle simulator and everything. So let's jump back into game and actually take a quick look at all these as we usually do. Okay, so starting off as per usual with the officers, we have Enterprise E. Troy. Like I said, she has got the shield reduction, which I do think is actually fairly good, but it is against hostiles only. It's not PvP. It's not like the original Spock, where not Spock, Vermet, who needed burning and he'd stripped so much shields off. But I think it was maxed out at 750%. So, yeah, pretty good against those higher level hostiles. The quicker you can get rid of their shields, the better. But again, you're still going to have to fight past a certain amount because she's only removing so much, and it does need to be stat stacked with attack. 3 shots of something, increasing critical damage, always a good thing, but this is against Armadas and hostiles. So again, it's another PvE, and yeah, helping towards the synergy. Is it a good thing to go along with Data and Picard? Yeah, in all honesty, against hostiles, against Armadas, you're going to have to find it to fit in somewhere with one of your existing Armada crews, especially when it comes to things like solo Armadas. Enterprise E Riker, another one who could help finish off the synergy. He's not below deck, luckily. Troy was below deck, but Captain Speed of increasing impulse speed by 50%. Now, that's actually a decent percentage increase, whereas Klar, Klar, Charon, and Pan all have the percentage increase. Now, there are a couple of other impulse increases in speeds like Una, Burnham, I think there's one more where they actually have a fixed point. Now, Pan, I'm not 100% sure. I think he's a percentage. But it might be a fixed figure. So, obviously, Una will scale. She has an officer's ability, fixed figure, so that will increase as you level her up. Whereas Riker, he is going to give you a 50% boost. Couple that with synergy. I'm not quite sure what the synergy will be on that one, but it seems like it's going to give you a fairly hefty boost increase. So, yeah, I can see it working out for things like if they ever bring back the Rialta racing thing where you got to run around the system all the time. So you're really going to get some speed out of this one, coupled with Charon and let me think. You can't put Klar in because Klar's a captain's ability, so that's going to miss it. So you'd have to find one like Una. Yeah, Una. So, right. Below deck, increasing critical chance by 2% once per weapon. So, and it does it for 4 rounds. So that's not particularly too bad. Obviously, will it increase? It's a bit more of an advanced version of Khan, in my opinion. But again, it does. It says once per weapon. So if you've got 3 weapons, that's a potential of 6 increase. I do apologise. I keep rubbing my eye. Unfortunately, I'm suffering what my partner likes to call pink eye, but I think it's just basically because I've been rubbing it too much because I keep getting hair lashes in it today. It's really frustrating. But anyway, now I'm not getting the opportunity to unlock either of these officers this month because, well, sourcing for Troy has not exactly been, really there. And Riker, again, is stuck behind the SLBs and SMSs, which is, quite frankly, as the usual thing for Epics. Value to the game. Yeah, okay, fair dues. Not exactly high in my opinion. Again, sourcing is locked behind paywalls and everything else. Some players may have already unlocked Troy. They may have found a way to do it free to play. I've yet to find that. Maybe I'm just missing something. And given the fact it's the last day of the arc, we're in the last 24 hours of the arc, yeah. B. It's going to be a B. I mean, they do add something at the end of the day. Like I say, Riker will have his ability, speeding around ability for like the Rialta racing event if they ever run it again. Maybe some things coming in 2024 may require you to have a ship that can get around faster. Another thing as well would probably be using Riker would actually be ideal in like the wave armadas, being able to get around and destroy those hostiles faster. But to me, in those waves, it comes down to survivability rather than actually running around. You'll just leave one player around to take out those traitors, but we'll discuss that in just a moment. So, yeah, for me, the officers this month are going to be a B. So, moving on. So, adding on to the officer side of things, I mean, we are gonna keep him separate. Luther Sloan, new fleet commander, like we saw in the patch notes of what he's offering, so protected cargo, max cargo, faction reputation gains. He does have some value in the game. Now, depending on where you are, faction reputation wise, I will just say this, whereas me at the minute, I'm locked at 1 billion for all 3 factions. There's no point me going any further than that until I actually enter G5, where at Ops 47, I'm in no hurry to get to G5. I'm looking probably the back end of 2024 before I even push the button for 50. But we'll wait and see what happens through the year. But yeah, I mean, you got other things like forbidden technology boosts as well, and things towards the hostile boost. It is a PvE officer, so there's nothing towards PvP. Is he valuable? Well, he's not going to be my first choice to put him on the doorstep, in the seats. I mean, I'm getting pretty close to Command Center 40. Would he be one that I would consider? Absolutely not. So, in all honesty, for me, Luther is actually going to be more like a C grade. He's not adding too much to the game at current. Now, I will just throw this in here. He could change all that later on. Maybe he is more aimed at the higher level players. Like I said, with those faction reputation gains from the escapist section. So, yeah, I mean, he could have value later on in the G5, G6 regions. But at current, I definitely wouldn't say that is like all that and everything. So for me, Luther is going to be a C. So just to add on to Luther, as you can see there, I'm literally about 2 days away. 2 days away. So this will be Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Boom. Jobs are gone. Oh, hang on. No, that's 50 points. I think I'm getting 26 a day now. So yes, I could actually do it on Boxing Day. But obviously the day I release this will be Christmas Day. So today will be an extra 26 on that, so that's going to take that up to 856, and then add on the other 26 on Boxing Day, which will actually complete the set and give me Command Center 40. Now, if I have done my math wrong in my head, it will be on the 27th, but yeah. So I'm literally a couple of days away, so I'm going to be able to have both Kirk and Spock going. But we're not, the building we actually want to talk about at the minute is actually the other side of the R&D. As you can see, mine's already at level 12. That is through a couple of things like the Battle Pass that they added this month, which we will discuss, and also the freebies that they actually gave you as it was at the beginning of the month. Overall, the weapon wave defense damage bonus, I don't quite understand why that's readied out. I haven't seen anything saying that's locked. So if there is, if you do know why that is actually readied out, why it's locked in a minute, please comment in the section down below what level that actually unlocks and help us out, because I truly don't actually know. I might have missed something. But other things it's going to add, again, another whole health bonus. Whoopie-doo-dah day. Whoopie-doo-dah day. We've got an armory. Let's just have a look. So we've got the armory here. Oh, look at that. Hull health. Gee, go figure. What else we got? We got the mess hall. Is that just weapon damage? Yeah, that's just weapon damage, so not there. We've got anything on it? Oh, look at this. We've got it on the artifact gallery too. Just, I mean, oof. What about this one? No, that's just critical damage. We've got various researches as well. I do know that much. We've got this one as well. Yeah, the subspace relay, which they really could do with increasing on sourcing on that one. Has this one got any? Oh yeah, look at this. Even the ship hangar has a bonus to it as well. Yeah. All these added together doesn't actually really benefit you that particularly much because it's all based on base figures. So if your hull is only 1,000 on base and your research is 138%, well, that's your 1,000 plus, and then timesing it by 1.4 basically. So that's what, 1,400? 1,400 on top of your 1,000. So, I mean, it does add up and you really can see the benefits sometimes. But, yeah, you better pray and hope your ships have really got that good, decent base level. Other than that, it's going to seem like absolutely nothing. So, yeah, another boost. Officer stats, again, another thing increasing a dilution. You've got some in the mess hall. You've got various researches towards it. It's just like, really? Really? This is the serious side of power creep in the game. Literally. But Armada Countdown speed ups. This one is actually a good thing. Especially for those wanting to get, have got your Armada all together. Everybody's already in position to do that faction Armada. And you still got 10 minutes on the clock. So having these speed ups is a good way to reduce some of that, get rid of some of the time. I noticed the actual button when I was doing the Apex event on Thursday. Obviously, I don't have that particular thing unlocked, but hey ho. So yeah, the facade is actually a good thing, but you will also need this to access 2 additional features, which is one is the Faction 31 faction store, which will load up in just a minute. Here we go. So this obviously you'll find in your main faction stores, and you got reputation as well. You got to go through. I'm literally at the minute just focusing on the reputation. I'm not going to focus on anything else. You got your sourcing for your Fleet Commander Sloane and his skill points here as well. You got the transmitters here as well to upgrade the building, but again you're going to need that extra particular level. You're also going to get some ciphers. As you can see, there's a maximum 1,000 there. Which will help start the new wave defenses, which we'll talk about in a moment. Dolomite particles, that's a big one for me in this one because obviously we've got a couple of prime researchers that do need dolomite particles. It is only 10 a day, but again, that slow drip over like 3 months will actually give you nearly 1,000. So you can't grumble too much, but yeah. Reputation as well, if you actually feel like it. But like I said, for me, in my current position, don't really need it. For those of you who are racing towards your first lock, or the 1 billion lock, or the 15 billion lock, or what is it, 500 billion the next one, or something like that? I can't remember what that top lock is at the minute. So these could actually really work for you. Are they ops level based? I do not know. Most likely, but I can't say for sure. Another big thing in here as well is going to be the Syndicate XP, which is another thing that I would highly recommend going after. Then you've got the skins for the Defiant and the Talios, and better sourcing for your strike teams. So now you've actually got a chance. But the one thing is, I don't know what the prices are for all these. As you can see, the next level I'm going for is Infiltrator, so I'm not going to be able to get these for, yeah, at least a month or so before I can start sourcing them. But like I said, I'm going to be working towards a reputation. I'm looking around about 230 days. I think the timer was that somebody's worked out on a 2-pull. So, yeah, 230 days and I'll have it maxed out, and then I just go through smash, 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 smash. But, yeah, so you got the Battleship, Interceptor and Explorer, and you've also got Kyle Freeman should you wish to actually upgrade her. Next up, you got the Armada quick starts. Again, this is just going to be a single level, and then going after that, you've also got favors. Now, all these favors are aimed specifically at wave defense. They won't offer any bonuses towards anything else. Pretty much like the Bajoran faction store. If you click on the button there, drop down, you can see the multi-level, so you will need to bear that in mind. It's not going to, as far as I'm aware, it's not going to take two different sets of credits to do it. Like within the Bajoran store, you had the Bajoran credits, and then you had the diplomatic tokens as well for the higher levels. This is just literally going to be the Section 31 tokens all the way through. So the faction store for me is actually pretty decent. It's got some good in it. It's got some meh in it, but yeah, it's definitely absolutely worth it, especially these favors going towards boosting you for the wave defense. Like I said, there's not going to be something I'm going to be focused on. I'll be looking primarily at getting this up, maxed out and everything. Then I'll be looking at the favors to get all them maxed out as fast as possible. So again, more credits towards that one. And then I'll be looking at things like the Syndicate XP and the Dolomite Particles. Also, not forgetting to get the Talio skin to increase the amount of inert nanoprobes. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll just have a quick gander at the skins before we actually give the building and the faction store its final grade. Unlocks the Enigma refit, 120 shard, grants a 50% increase to inert nanoprobe gain with the Vidar Talios, and adds a third refinery option to the charged nanoprobes refinery. So that's going to be the key one. For those of you who've not got that prime, if you've not got that prime, adding this third refinery option is going to be key. However, usually when Scopely add an extra refinery option via something like the skin, they did this with the Meridian. They did it with the Meridian. They gave you that extra refinery option for your raw isogen 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, and 3. But that extra refinery option was stupidly priced. It just went, just blew the roof off. I'm paying it at the minute because I want to get the territory research done. But so just bear that in mind when it comes to that third option. It could be a stupidly high price. Now, if you have already got to Agent and you've already got the Talios Enigma skin, please drop it in the comment section down below. Let us know what the price are. Or better yet, click on the link below, join the Discord, and put the screenshots in there. Let us all know what the prices are for these things. How much is this shards? How much is that third refinery option actually going to cost us? Because I guarantee I've got some spenders who do watch my videos. So please let us know. So you've got that one. Now the Defiant one is a little bit more, yeah, okay. But it can be, it's probably not going to be on my radar as a need to get. The Talios one is, the Defiant is going to be more aesthetics. The same as when I got the Discovery Section 31 skin. That was more aesthetics, and I wanted Lorca added to my pulls. This one's only giving you a 50% boost to the amplified claim. And if we actually just go into the Bajoran store, it's this one right here. So basically increasing this by 50%. These are base level figures. They can't change or anything. As you see, I've got just under 9 hours before I can claim it again. So a 50% increase in here is going to be 145 Bajoran badges. To be perfectly honest, I pull enough a day. I pull enough a day for what I need. So I don't really need that boost, but I'll take it. What I need is the increase to Bajoran credits, because they are slow. I mean, very, very slow. I'm probably losing that 1 or 2 a day. That's how slowly they're dropping. But having that 70 increase to my Bajoran credits, and the one thing is as well, it will affect every single tier in here. So it's got some use, but again, you're going to have to weigh up, is it actually going to be worth it for you, or is it going to be one of those, I'll get it when I get it. To me, it's a get it, I'll get it if and when I get it. Knowing the fact that I have a sourcing method for it makes it a hell of a lot easier, and that is a big thumbs up on that one. So that's the faction store. Now let's actually look at the wave defenses themselves. So basically, we've got 2 different buildings. We've got the Section 31 safe house, and we've got a Borg science lab, all located here. I'm going to be nasty and I'm going to drop in on somebody here just briefly, and then I'm going to run away. So these ones here, the 40s, these are going to be your Borg science labs. And basically what it is, just send you wave after wave after wave after wave after wave. 10 waves to do. Jobs are good. And obviously it's between you and 5 other players. And it's regardless of alliance. Here is the Safe House ones, level 50s. These are a lot harder. There are specialty ships in both sets. You've got Actian, Swarm, Borg probes in the Borg. In here, you've got Hirogen, you've got Texas class, and you've got 8472. But in both sets as well, you've also got traders and faction FKR hostiles as well. So, yeah, got to organise it accordingly. So, that's the waves. That's section 31. I'm pulling it all together as a single item. I really do like waves, but I really do think it's been done to death through events this month. And I understand, I mean, Rev made this point when I actually commented on his live stream, saying I'm actually bored of these right now. Yeah, it's a valid point Rev made. It is the initial launch of them, so they are going to do them to death. Yeah. Seriously, Scopy, 3-4 times a week would have been nice on events. Payouts would have been nice as well on the events. Rather than, but yeah, it is an event store month, so can't say too much. But yeah, done to death this month. Carrying on afterwards, again, it's going to end up being a ball ache to actually do. Getting players to organise, it's a pain in the ass getting players to organise for a formation, Amanda, for God's sake. And you need that for the Voyager Voyager officer sourcing. Ugh. Check that video out when it comes to the officer sourcing. But ultimately, it does add to the game. There are stuff in there that adds, like, because it is all linked, all three, the building, the faction store, and the ways, they are all linked in a big loop, which actually does have a lot of benefit for the players in the game in the form of sourcing your those Dolomite particles, Syndicate XP, Strike Team officers, Cal Freeman. So Armada speed ups. So it does have a lot of benefit. And yes, I'm not putting Sloan in there, but he is there. So, in all, I'd have to actually say wave defense, and I do like the concept of constantly being attacked, and if they're going to carry on with this kind of thing next year in the form of a solo version, wow, that's going to be awesome. Because I like those kind of events where I've got to destroy, constantly destroy. There's an old game called G-Police 2 from the PlayStation. For those of you who may have even played it, and in it there's a little scenario where you've got to defeat wave after wave after wave of hostiles, and there's 12 levels of it. I can actually get to the 12th level, but you've really got to do your tactics, and you know what it's like. Hit and run all the time in that. This has got potential. I'm hoping it doesn't get shelved after a month or so, but in its initial launch, despite the fact that it's been done to death in events, it's actually pretty good. It's got some good stuff. Can't complain. A. Straight out, A. I've got to give it an A. Because, like I said, it's got a lot of value. I've already covered a lot of value. You could basically say this grading video is just covering this. Because I talked quite a lot about it. But it is an A. So, next up, we're going to go into the events. The event structure, like I said, has been pretty much focused around the wave defense. So you've pretty much had things like where is it? So you get Sweeter the Victory, which in this one is pretty much killing wave hostiles. It's 50 points a hostile. Also, you're going to get bonus points for having Riker on the bridge if you're sourcing. Oh, this is 15 points a hostile. Whoa. So that's 10, that's 30 hostiles I've got to kill to complete this. Yeah, okay, quite easily done in all honesty. But like I say, it's there, and obviously we've had a battle pass for it, where we've had this event. It was running 5 levels, asking you to do 5 waves, but obviously kudos to the Art Runner for reducing it to 3 because a lot of players were struggling to complete it. I've completed the Battle Pass. I don't need to worry about doing it except for that event store currency. So the events this month, yeah, okay, pretty blah. Can't really say that they've actually excited me, but I've gone out and done them because I want the event store currency. We've had 2 rounds of trivia. This is the second one. Yeah. So, oh, hello. Now, as well, for Christmas, they've thrown in this White Elephant event. Just a quick covering of this, if we can actually... Oh, great. The screen's frozen out. Woohoo! There we go. So, White Elephant event. This started today at the time of recording. Basically, in the gift section, you're going to be given some Earl Grey tea tips, which you can then go spend in here. Actually, not that one, because I've already done this one. This one was destroying Borg probes. That coupled with the threat reduction of the Battle Pass event, and the fact that I had the Talios out there anyway, still Borg grinding. So with it being Christmas Eve, we've been doing a lot of stuff with the family today, so more focused on that. But these are what you pretty much after. It's the Earl Grey Cup. So get it through your event store. I'm presuming there's going to be 50 per day. You're going to have a couple of events. This one's go out and kill Texas hostiles. Literally doing that every single day at the minute. About 2 or 3 runs a day. Then you got the Voyager stuff as well. So you're going to get these teapots. You get 1,000 each. This one's just basically killing general hostiles. Bonus points for actually killing the Herodian ones. So where was it there? There it is. Bonus Herodian hostiles ×2. So yeah, what you're going to get for these events? Well, you've got to go to the event store. And to be perfectly honest, yeah, I'm looking at it thinking, really? Really? So here's the event store. So you've got this one here, which is going to give you some Voyager shards. For those of you who are looking at getting your Voyager, good idea. However, all chance. Yeah, no idea how much you got, how many pulls you're going to get. As you can see, I can do 2 chests in a minute. Even the Deuterium canister here, which is actually pretty valuable to me. Not the blueprints, the canisters themselves. So, chances are you might actually get the canister. But you've got that. Then you've got some officer sourcing. Hugh in there, pretty good. The Doctor, 5 of 11. Neelix, and Miles O'Brien, and Belana Torres, and Galanar. And Officer XP as well. But the one thing is what I've noticed is there's no I button, so you're not allowed to find out what your RNG is or anything. Next one, you got some Texas, so you got some blueprints for your Monavine. I've completed my Monavine courtesy of the Battle Pass this month, the event store this month. Shipyard directives again. Yeah, all right then. Unless you need the Monavine, I really would avoid that one. And then this one, I would probably avoid like the Black Plague. Unless you really, really, really want the sarcophagus. And leave this one like the Black Plague, for God's sake. You get that. You get 20,000 per day in your territory store. Yeah. So, really, I would avoid that one like the plague. But it's a White Elephant event, and basically, from what I've actually looked to in White Elephants, aside to the actual animal itself, it's basically collecting and hoarding. That's pretty much what it is. So, but events this month, in general, yeah, they've been there. They've, the SMS as well for Riker has been sort of like, yeah, reduced points, total points needed, in comparison to the the point scoring system. So they've gone back to what it was the first weekend of November, but luckily they have reduced it from stupidly high amounts. It's still stupidly high per se, but again, even I can blast through 144,000 if I really wanted to, and if I had it available. So, but that's just me. Sourcing Diana as well has been sort of like, yeah, you've had this particular event here, which is basically collecting the shards. What's this one? Yeah, unlocking Troy and tearing her up. Yeah. Got 20 hours left to do this one. Fat chance of me unlocking her. So, but yeah. It would have been nice to actually unlock her, but like I say, unless I've missed something, she's not even sourceable free to play. But other than that, yeah. Oh, let's just mention this particular bucket as well. Secret contracts. 3 rounds. Here's the final. What's the shards I'm getting for the final? Yeah, it's an SLB. I don't stand a cat and mouse chance on this one. I mean, what is it? I spent 24,000 so far in the final. I've already spent a load, but I'm looking at 411,000 to actually beat. Yeah, no chance. I'd have literally had to save up the whole shebang that I've actually got this month, which would be round about on par. But again, there's going to be other players who are also going to be saving up, and they're going to be waiting till the last minute to actually go out and do it. 25 shards of Janeway, not too bad. But yeah, it's not one that's going to entice me to go after whatsoever. So in the all events themselves, yeah, C. It is a C this month, so I can't give it any higher. They've been pretty boring and pretty simplistic. But again, at least they were easy enough to complete, relatively speaking. So next up, we're going to have a quick look at the event store. Pretty much the standard. No price changes for Christmas, sadly. I was really hope that Scopely would consider that, maybe cutting the prices a little bit, making things stupidly priced, like the resources and materials. Absolutely waste of time buying them. The officers have actually been pretty good, I will just say, with 7 of 9. Ransom, Billups, Data, Neelix. Neelix is your big one. Alonso, Shanks, the Pussycat, Carol Freeman, Picard. So the officers have actually been pretty good this month. I can't grumble about that one. Freeman, yeah, that's your pretty much a staple PvP officer now. Tahan with your isolated defense. Shaxx pull-ups and Ransom, all basically plugging a bad gap in the strike teams. So yeah, Data and Picard, obviously the new PvE officers with isolatic damage underneath. Alonso Freeman is your FKR reputation boost below deck. But like I said, Neelix is the primary one that you actually wanted. 7 of 9 may be second, because if you are big on PvE. But the one thing is, he's going to give you that reduction to your deuterium canisters. Basically means you can do more summoning. I did 21 summons in one day in a few days ago. 21 summons in one day. Because of Neelix. Taking him to tier 3, it's fantastic. I've got absolutely zero chance of getting him to tier 4 because I haven't got enough Phaelon radiation. Unless they continue it on over the next week, because they have extended it by a week, the event store, which was nice of Scopely. So basically, on the officer side of things, I'm going to say that the event store was a B. There are some other things in the event store, as we know. The resource materials you don't touch with a bloody barge pole because it's just stupidly priced. You've got ship refits as well, various ones. Yeah, the only decent ones I could probably see in here is probably going to be the Amalgam one and the Stellar one, if you still got those loops to do. Gold Cardassian Disruptor is also another good one that's in here. Frames and avatars I really don't bother about. Ship blueprints, as usual. Monovine, so Meridian is going to be your primary. The Monovine is in here. The Borg Cube, if you've not got them. So that's nice additions, which is really going to help you. I would highly recommend the Monovine. and the board cube if you can do both, if you do not have them. So the downside for the Monotheme though is limited to 100 blueprints, which I think is a massive piss take considering it's 200 blueprints. So, and the fact that only 3 alliances on one server have the opportunity to actually source blueprints. Now, obviously, if your server moves around quite a lot in territory, that could actually extend to more than 3 alliances. But on my server, it's been the same 3 alliances. It's been 300, it's been Apex, and it's been Xbox. That's our server. That's who's had the Monotheme blueprints this month, for the last 3 months. Obviously, now we're currently working on plans for next month when territory resets as well. So, event store is going to be a B. Now, moving on to communication. Communication has actually been pretty good this month. I can't grumble too much. When there's problems cropping up, yeah, they've actually been on top of it. Now, I'm not going to say that they've been there straight away, got it, and dealt with it all. But they have at least acknowledged us that there is a problem, asked us for more information. We've had 3 further patch note updates. Yeah, 3. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. When was the last time that happened? But communication is definitely going to be a B this month. Communication is a B because I've got to admit it's been good. Even I've talked with Eco this month. Yeah, me. A lonely content creator who doesn't have an NDA. I'm a nobody right now. Right? I'm a nobody. But even I got the chance to speak with Eco this month and say, look, like, we've got this going wrong, throwing up screenshots. So in the early parts of this month, obviously end of the month, yeah, nothing. But I've not really had much to complain about. But the one thing is as well, if you are still suffering problems, right, please, first of all, you're going to hate this a little bit, but I've got to tell you to do this first. Go up to your avatar. Okay. Go into settings. When it loads up, you know exactly where I'm going to. Click on the help button. Click on the help FAQs. And put a ticket in. Okay. Make Scopely aware of it, okay? Make them aware of it. And then when you get, I didn't mean to do that one. When you get a ticket reference number, I say I put on here, I literally just threw this one at Scopely for no reason. Just basically saying, this Armada is not starting. We're getting an error for. Get the ticket number. Right, get a ticket number so you know it's gone in. Obviously, I've not had a reply to it yet. Armada's error 4. And that was to do a formation Armada. Smack it in, throw it in. The more Scopely know about it, the more they're going to have to do something about it. And the one thing is, even if you keep smashing in tickets, get all those ticket numbers, get the screenshots, put them in my Discord. Just say I've reported this on multiple times. Not hearing anything back from Scopely. This is the number of tickets I've put in. Put the screenshots in for me with the ticket reference numbers, and I'll escalate it. I will send it up. Rev will always go and have a go at them. Lube will. DJ will. No One Shall will. Tiberius will also do it. So, yeah. Us content creators, let us know. Put a ticket in first, but let us also know with a ticket reference number, and it can be monitored, and we can just say, look, right, this has been mentioned, this is what's going on. The more we have at Scopely saying there's something wrong, hopefully, touch wood, they'll actually do something. Now, for the roadmap that's just been released, saying that quality over quantity gives us a little bit of hope that they might actually do something next month. But then again, in 2023, as Rev pointed out in his roadmap video, which I totally forgot about, they did say the same bloody damn thing, pretty much. They said they were going to work on it, and it started nicely at the beginning of the month, at the year, And yeah, but I will be doing a grading video of the year, but that's going to be more nearer New Year. So it might actually just be in New Year itself. But yeah, please put a ticket in. Then let us know about it, that you've put a ticket in with a ticket reference number, and we can then escalate it further. If you've not heard anything back, I'm just going to keep, every time I find something, I'm just going to smash a ticket in just for the sheer hell of it. Literally. It is a ball ache, I will admit. But communication has been good. I've got to give it a B this month because, like I said, they have been on top of, they have told us they are aware of the instability. So, which actually rolls us round nicely to stability. Flat out F. Flat out F. Like I said, there's going to be a range of grades. We've had Bs, we've had a C, we've had an A. Now we're on an F. We ain't even got to the D. We've just skipped D completely. F. Stability is F. This game, this month, has been stupidly difficult to play with players being kicked out left, right and centre. Yes, we've had 3 patches to try and sort out stability. The new wave defence has been the primary source of our woes this month. Yeah. Ships getting stuck in combat. Games crashing while you're actually active and your players are shouting at you because, why are you not doing anything? Why not? My game crashed. Oh, yeah. Full-blown head slaps this month. So, stability has been an F. I can't grade that any higher. Literally, I can't. So, basically, we actually have a fairly decent month this month. So, we got officers at B. We got wave defense at A. We've got events at C. So, Sloan at C. Events were a C. No, I said a B, didn't I? So, on average, B this month. It's got to be a B. I would love to send it higher because wave defense has really boosted this month. The battle pass hasn't been particularly too bad. It's been pretty good with officers this month. But again, it's things like the stability that brings it right back down. Right back down. So, B is the overall score. So that's actually fairly nice for me. But, yeah. Now, RevJuice will most likely be reducing his, putting out his survey when he does his grading video. Please, please, please complete that survey. I will drop a link in my Discord with it. And I will also pin it to this video's description when I see it drop. So please do that. Let Scopely know what you really think, especially over stability. Really give them hell on it. But anyway, that's it for me. There will most likely be no live stream between Christmas and New Year because I am extremely tired. It's really catching up and I've not found out why I'm so tired at the minute. So I'm going to spend a week of just going to bed early and yeah. So videos could also be lower because obviously the kids are off school. So where I would normally be able to record in the morning while they're at school, unfortunately I won't be able to until the earliest, the 3rd of January. But I will do a video on grading the year as a whole. I will try and get the officer sourcing video done as well. But again, we'll see how time works for me and everything else. But until then, it's time for me to go sit down and wait for Santa. Obviously, by the time you watch this video, Santa's already been for most of the world. But if he hasn't been for you, I hope you get everything that you want for Christmas. And so just a final quick thing as well. I am now over 900 subscribers. Thank you ever so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and who does watch my videos and comes along to the live streams. Your dedication and your support are greatly appreciated. Really, us content creators cannot do these videos and do this content creation for you without your support. Also, thank you to everyone who does chip in and throw stuff at us. Not So Chocolate, who loves coming into chat and throwing stuff at us. I love it. Even if some of it I don't understand, I have to ask him to explain it a little in simpler terms. Hugo as well. I've not seen him around as much lately, but again, he does drop in every now and again, and he throws in so much maths and everything. It's been brilliant, so shout out to them. Bandit, who drops me screenshots and odd things every now and again, makes me aware of something. Shout out to 300 again, who also drops in, and also those players who do drop into the Discord, into the player achievements. Big congratulations to everything that you've also achieved this year. So, until then, this is Christmas. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Admiral Pegasus. Stay safe, live long and prosper, and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Goodbye.